Hi everyone, and thank you for being here. For everyone who's here, I've had a tough day because the ring I was working on, I looked at it very well on the microscope because I saw there was like a very small crack, and I realized that there was something like some impurity or something like that. I don't think it was an impurity. I think I just heated up just slightly a bit too much and it got oxidized anyway. So because I really want to make things perfect, and just the idea of like having one of my jewels break is like my biggest fear. So I had to melt it, and I'm redoing the shank. At the same time, I finished my bezel. It's here and it's lovely. It's a bit dirty. I'll clean it up in a minute, but it's a bit dirty. But anyway, so it was a long day, but other than that, I'm happy that I'm managing to do this live quite regularly because I think it's important for me to do it. And today I wanted to talk about why I'm doing it. I know I already made a video, but I don't think I did a good job at it, honestly. And I know I'm like outside of the ideal age. Like I feel I'm old for YouTube. I am. But I'm a consumer of YouTube, especially when I work. So now that I'm doing these lives, you see me like without my headphones and everything else. But usually while I work, I'm listening to videos or audiobooks or stuff like that because I like to keep like my mind occupied. So I am a consumer of YouTube, and I appreciate those videos that give me like advice on how to do stuff. When I'm trying to learn stuff, I think they're very useful, and I use YouTube in that way. Sorry, this is hurting my hands a lot. But there is a but. And it's that I know it's very time consuming to be a creator. It is. I've tried to make videos, like proper videos with editors and everything, and it was really time consuming, like a lot. And I will continue to do them, but I will like take my time with them because that's not my job. Like my job is actually making jewelry. It's not making videos about making jewelry. And I really wanted to see somebody who is actually working. And I'm not saying to say that creators are not working. It's a lot of work to be a creator. But if you want to be a creator, then I guess that's fine. But if you want to be anything else than a creator, then there aren't a lot of examples out there. Because after a while, becoming a creator, it's so overwhelming that people just focus on that. I guess also for many people it becomes a bigger revenue stream, so that's why they do it. But so I wanted to showcase the life of a person who is actually working and is not a creator and doesn't want to become a creator, because I love my job. So I don't want to become a creator. I'm not going to become a creator. So I wanted to share what it's like to be an artisan and not like make another one of those videos saying how you can become an artisan and earn more than blah 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 in 3 months and stuff like that, because they're not true. And also because I think they're not truthful. You know, a lot of hard work goes into becoming a creator and making money out of YouTube. And it's fine, that's a job. It's just that it's another job. It's not being an artist, it's not being an artisan, it's being a creator. And you're selling to people not because necessarily you're a good artist, or maybe you are, the two things are not correlated, but having such a huge platform because you are a creator definitely helps selling stuff, especially if you're selling like smaller stuff, I think. This is all my opinion. But yeah, so I wanted to, I don't know, bring a little bit of the, whoops, I broke this. It was it was overdue. It was it wasn't working very well, so it's fine that it broke. So that's why I started this YouTube channel, and I really want to share what it's like to be an artisan, and also I want to share things, honestly, that are very important for me, like responsible sourcing and showing everyone how it's possible to actually have a company that is improving something. You know, this company that we have, it's a B-corp, it's B-corp certified, which means that we're doing something right. It's not perfect, obviously, and there are so many things that we need to do, but I think I would have liked to see somebody take their time and actually show me what's like to actually have a company in reality, instead of just distilling it into 5 things that you need to do or stuff like that, because I don't think it's very like real. But maybe that's just my opinion. But that's how I feel about it, and that's why I'm doing it. And yes, I feel a bit I don't know, that I should have done it earlier, maybe, that I should have shown how I became a goldsmith, and that would have been maybe more interesting to many people, instead of showing when I already am a goldsmith. But I didn't do it at the time, so it's not like I can go back in time and change stuff. I haven't put wax. Some people use oil, I use wax, but it's the same. So that's the reason why I'm doing it. That's the main reason. Also, I think I would like to be just somebody, like a normal person who shares her story, rather than being like an influencer who pretends they're living a normal life. And by no means, I'm not. I know I'm super privileged, and I'm not living a normal life. If I was living a normal life, probably I wouldn't be able to have my own company by now. Or I would have needed to do things a lot differently. So I'm not saying I'm not privileged, I know I am, but I'm saying that I think I'm closer to normal people than like influencers. This is sticking because it's opened now. I don't think you can see it from over there, but it's the blade has gone through quite a bit, which is why it's sticking. You can see it, that it's through. So because it's hitting the limits, the corners of the bezel, that's why it's sticking. It's fine. I'm trying to keep it in a place where you can see it, so it's not the most comfortable position, but it's fine. So I guess these are my whys, and I hope that they will resonate with you, because I'm really kind of tired of seeing people who should help me in understanding how to do my job or how to improve my company, when they haven't, well, maybe they have at a certain point, but they're not doing it anymore because they became creators. So yeah, and so that's one reason, actually. The other reason is that I'm part of a community of jewelers who are very, very interested in everything that's responsible sourcing, ethical stuff, because what's ethical? Obviously, it's a very personal question, and all of that kind of stuff. And I would really, really like to have a bigger audience to share all the amazing projects that are happening, because there are some amazing people doing wonderful stuff that go completely unnoticed because there's nobody talking about them. And I want to be that person. I want to talk about them because I want the world to know that these amazing people exist. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes I'm a bit depressed about, everything that's happening in the world. It's not a very stable moment, let's say, to be alive. So I really enjoy knowing that there are some amazing people doing some stuff only for good, only because it's the right thing to do out there. And I really would like to talk about that stuff and maybe even show it to whoever wants to listen one day. You know, I think one of the things that I would really like to do is to go in I know of different NGOs who are working with youth, and especially in poorer countries, and they would like to learn how to create jewelry. But like the jewelry course that I attended to was like, I don't remember how many because my parents paid for it, but I think it was around like 6,000 euros a year, which is a lot. It's a lot of money, and not everybody can afford that. So there are some people who are building, let's say, courses for people who can't afford to pay for that kind of private school. And I would really like to be a mentor there, let's say. I mean, it depends what I have to teach, obviously. I don't feel like I could be a mentor for everyone, but I think I know enough to teach. And I would really love to do that. And I think if I had a bigger platform, if these lives worked, then I could share it with everyone, and it would have a bigger resonance, and other people would do it because they would think that that's interesting and cool, and they would know that that exists. And you know, I just think that having a positive impact and doing stuff the right way, and actually doing stuff instead of talking about doing stuff, it's more interesting than talking about doing stuff. So I want to be that person who does it, who actually sits down and does it instead of just talking about it. And so here I am, and I'm polluting YouTube with my lives. But I hope that makes sense for somebody. I really hope it does, because I can't do it without you. And at the moment, I'm just alone, like staring at a camera. And I would really like to have people on the other side who share this idea with me, who care about the world, the other people in the world, the environment, that care about craftsmanship and think that it's absolutely amazing to create stuff with their hands, but that they think that it should be done the right way, and that the two things are interconnected, and it's not either one or the other. So yeah, and also to help me grow, because you know, I really tried to do stuff, and I really tried to do stuff the best way that I know of, but it's still only the best way that I know of. It's not enough. It's not perfect, and it's far. Sorry, this makes the sound. I'm gonna change it, even if that was the best one to use. So yeah, that's why I'm doing it, and I hope it resonates with some of you. And I don't want to do it for the money. I don't want to do it for any of that. I just want to share what's like to be an artisan, what's really like to be an artisan, not what is like rosy tinted picture of being an artisan, and share positive impact stories so that we can talk about those instead of the shitty things that are happening in the world. And I mean, obviously, all the shitty things that are happening are really, really important, and we really need to talk about them. But I think there are many people who are more experienced than me who are talking about it. I have my own opinions, obviously, as every one of us has. But I think that I want to focus on the positive at the moment, because if I start talking about the negative, I don't think I'm gonna stop. So this is a choice. I'm not saying that it's the right choice, but it's my choice for now, and if you want my opinion on something, just ask, because I'm going to give it to you. It's not, I don't want to hide. It's just that I want to focus on the positive rather than the negative. And also I want to focus on the things that I can help and I can control. Like, I can't control the fact that Italy has a very right-wing government. You know, I can go out and vote and I can be vocal about it. I can talk about it with my friends, with my neighbours, whatever. But at the moment, since they have already been voted, there's not much I can do. So I want to focus on the things that I can do with my company, with my need to do stuff. I really hope that makes sense, because I'm the kind of person who thinks that everything is political, so whatever you choose to do every day is political, and I absolutely believe in that. That's why I choose what I choose to eat, like why I'm 90% plant-based. That's why I tend to buy from companies that I know are doing better than most. We have like a neighborhood market, like farmers market, but not like the posh kind of farmers market. In Italy, the farmers market is actually a farmers market. So it's not like the 2 times more expensive American kind of farmers market. It's actually a farmers market. And we try to go there and buy local stuff. I think all of those actions are political, in my opinion. So I just like to be the kind of person who acts political rather than talks political. I think that's what I'm getting at here. And sharing how beautiful it is to be an artisan, the different techniques that I can use and that have been used for centuries now. You know, not letting them be forgotten, and sharing all the things that I do for my company and that I would like to do, but I can't manage to do, or don't have the money, the strength, the time, whatever to do. I think it's important. I think it's important to share stories of people who are trying to do good. And that's what I'm trying to do, I guess. And so I'm sharing it. And I hope other people care about. I don't care about other people caring for my company. I just would like to see other examples of people who are doing the right thing and they want to share it in a truthful, open, sincere way. So because I can't tell other people to do it without doing it myself, I'm doing it myself. Yeah. I really hope I'm not talking like without making any sense today. I feel a bit like that. You can see I'm cleaning it, but it doesn't look round. I don't know if you can see it, but that doesn't look round. And so I'm gonna file the inside of it. It's just the edge that it's not round, but because, as I said, this is gonna sit like this on the finger, so it's not gonna sit like this with the tourmaline looking upwards, but it's gonna sit like this. So the tourmaline is gonna look towards the future mother. So the back is gonna be seen as well. So it needs to be like super pretty. So yeah, I'm filing that. And yes, being an artisan is hard on your hands. Your hands will absolutely become very strong, but very ugly. At least mine do. Well, if you work with wax, it's slightly better, I feel. But if you work with metal, I think there's no way of keeping decent hands. At least not for me. Other people seem to manage, but I don't. I'm also opening it up a little bit because I want the tourmaline to be shown. That's too big. I have all my points under here. You know, I'm doing like Goldilocks. That's too big, that's too small, that's just right. I think I don't have the right size unless this one is working. Yes, this is perfect. Like Goldilocks, the third one was the right one. Anyway, I just really, as I said it before, but I really hope that this algorithm is going to find what I would like, the community I would like to build, because I can put a video out there, but then if it doesn't reach the right people, it doesn't resonate when it just dies, which is fine. Maybe that community is just not out there. You know, that could be the case as well. But I would really like to find people who love craftsmanship and care about the planet, and you know, they are bold and ambitious and want to grow and have their businesses, but they want their businesses to be done in the right way. You know, I'm not here and my company's not made for the money. If I wanted to make money, I would do so many other things, like so many other things. This is just not the right way of making money. I'm doing this because I think it's right, because it's the right way of doing it, and because I genuinely love it. And I know that's a privilege, but that's also a decision, because there is a difference between having a business that works and that is sustainable for your lifestyle, the lifestyle you want, if you have employees, for your employees to pay your bills and pay for your life and your materials and everything, and then being greedy and just having products and just wanting to be like a billionaire and creating stuff that is more and more expensive just because you want to have higher margins and have a bigger monetary growth. And that's just not what I want to do. I don't care about it. First of all, I don't think billionaires should exist. I think they should be highly taxed. So I don't want to be a billionaire because, yeah. And second of all, I don't want to work. I don't want my goal in life to be making money. It's just not my goal. You know, I want to travel and do things that I love, and I want to create stuff that I can look at and be proud of and say, I did that, that was mine, that's mine, that came out from my mind and my hands, and I'm the only one who can make that. That's unique, that's mine. Because, yeah, there is, I maybe already talked about this, but there is an Italian novel, it's called La Roba, which means the stuff, basically. And it's about this old man who just doesn't share anything with anyone, and he accumulates a lot of wealth, and then he dies with all this wealth. And he has no family, no friends, nobody he wants to give it to, and he just dies with all of his stuff. You know, Elon Musk is gonna do that. I can actually hope so. I mean, I'm not hoping that he dies. I'm just hoping that he understands what he's doing to the world. But yeah. So this is why this is how I want to, sorry, I guess this is not the nicest sound, but this is the exact right size. So this looks so pretty. I can't wait. I can't wait to finish this ring. I think I'm gonna assemble it tomorrow. But yeah, I hope that, I know that there are people like me around here. I just don't know where you are. I don't know how to reach these people and say like, hey, let's be friends. It's, first of all, if I had to do this in person, I would be like red, like bright scarlet. So I would never do that in person. But I can do that digitally. I'm much better digitally. So I just need somebody to tell me like, this is the person you're looking for. And I hope the YouTube algorithm is going to be that intermediary. Is that word? Oh, this looks pretty now. It's also the right height because this tourmaline is going to sit in here. I'm going to open it when I set it, and it's going to be visible from both sides. Maybe I'm going to open it up a little bit more, but it's going to be lovely. It's going to be absolutely lovely. There's nothing, there's no feeling that's better than creating something and being proud of it. I think it's the most wonderful feeling ever. Like, I did this ring and I'm not proud of it. I hate it. I don't know what to do with it. It's made of red gold and silver. I thought I was going to like it. There's something icky about it and I can't put my finger on it. So it's just staying there staring at me and I don't know what to do with it. And nobody's helping me. I don't think you can see it well enough, honestly, with these cameras. I have to buy better cameras at a certain point. But yeah, this is not giving me anything. While these flowers, which I haven't been able to work on because I have been doing a lot of paperwork lately, like a lot. These are so wonderful. These are so perfectly wonderful. And I'm so proud of them, even now that they're not even close to finished. They're just in the beginning stages, but I'm so proud of them. And that's why I would like everyone to, one of the goals for this channel is to convince everyone to start a craft hobby because it makes you feel so good. It's just the most wonderful feeling, in my opinion. I mean, I don't have children, so I don't know how that feels. But I've been to university, I've been to school, I've had good grades, I've worked, and I've had, like I've been a waitress, I've done that, and there's nothing, I've worked as a goldsmith, there's nothing that compares to creating stuff with your hands. In my opinion, not even like when I graduated, getting like high scores, nothing. In my opinion, maybe that's not everyone, but that's my opinion. So I hope I'll convince at least one or two of you to try. Just try. If it's shit, you don't need to show anyone. Literally, it can stay closed in a drawer. Nobody needs to see it. That's the other wonderful thing. Nobody needs to see it. If you don't want to show it to anyone, it's fine. It's absolutely fine to not want to show it. Also, I don't know if you can see this color. This is 9 karat gold. This is 9 karat gold made of copper and silver in the same amount. So it's 37.5% gold and the rest of it is half silver and half copper. And you can see the color. I think it's really beautiful. It's a very light gold. It looks very nice on most skin tones. Because some skin tones, I think, like olive, like my mom's olive toned, like, you know, Mediterranean skin, that when it is tanned, it looks absolutely wonderful with gold. But during winter, when she's not tanned, her skin is a bit like greenish, has greenish undertones. And in that case, everything a bit yellow, it's not wonderful on her. But this kind of light yellow, I think, works really, really well with that skin tone. And with, I mean, darker, lighter skin tones, they're much easier to work with. They go with, I think they go with most colors. I'm not a color expert, it's just my point of view. But I think this color is absolutely wonderful. I'd like to show it to you. I'll try to show it to you through the high webcam. Can you see it? I don't think you can. Okay. I can't seem to, I'm sorry this is not in focus, but I hope you can see the color because it's wonderful. Anyway, I think I've blabbered enough today. I'm a bit tired and I'm sorry if I blabbered too much. I hope you get me. I really hope you do. So I'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully I'm gonna assemble the rest of the ring, and the shank is not gonna break. So bye.